can't prove that stuff to anybody, but you just live it. And that's
I look at it like it's a relationship with the universe, like, and I try to, but at the end of the day though, if a person doesn't want to hear it, you can't tell them,
totally.
If they don't want to hear it, they will fight you every step of the way.
Totally.
So I cool down. Won't you come on over? Originally, this interview / session with Rich Lopp was going to be live. We were going to stream it on his Facebook feed. Not only was I going to give Rich a session, but I was going to give everybody that was watching a session at the same time. But unfortunately, we couldn't figure out how to do it. So we just went ahead and recorded this. And then when I was recording the session, for some reason, Zoom decided to record me instead of Rich, which was kind of a bummer at first because Rich was having a cool session. And I don't know, I'm always fascinated with people that have really strong registers. Then I realized, you know what? If you watch this and you have never had a session, or if you can't feel these frequencies, or if you can feel these frequencies in your hands, but it's kind of subtle and you want to feel them stronger, I really believe that if you watch this section of our session with Rich, I think you're going to start to feel these frequencies in your hands for the first time, or even stronger if you can already feel them. So if you don't want to listen to me and Rich, and you just want to skip to the session and check out the little experiment, see if you can feel these, go here. And if not, just I hope you enjoy this interview with Rich.
There you go. What's up, dog?
What's happening? Am I on here?
Hey, Leah, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man.
He's old. He doesn't know what he's doing, so I have to help him.
Dude, what are you, like 30?
Yeah, 34 next month.
34. Nice.
Yeah.
You're 33, dude. What a great year.
Yeah,
man.
It's been a really crazy year, but
Those are the best kind.
I'm kind of used to it now, though, because it's just been my whole life has kind of been a period of evolution for the past 5 years or so. And for a while, you get kind of comfortable with it. Every year I look back and I'm totally different person than I was last year. But it's really cool to be able to do this. I was so pissed, dude, because for like the past 2 or 3 years now, I've been saying that I'm gonna get reconnected. Saying, okay, all right, well, universe, you'll open that door for me whenever it's time. Like, yes, finally. She was playing it behind my back.
Yeah.
The vet said, don't leave the cat alone anytime soon.
How's she doing? How's he or she?
He's doing good now. He's doing much better.
Good.
But the vet still said that whatever the problem is, it's his bladder would get real inflamed and he'd start peeing blood.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, that'll put the fear in you for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, it'll happen, dude, when it's supposed to happen. It's no big deal.
We're definitely going to do it because we paid for the airline tickets and everything, and she just got off the phone with them, and they won't refund us the money, but they'll give us a credit. So
okay, cool.
So we'll be back out there at some point. We're just not sure yet.
Man. When the time's right, we'll reconnect you guys. I think you'll dig it, man.
I don't really have any expectations. That was a lot more intense than I thought it was going to be.
That's the best way to approach it, man. I remember when I did it and the lady started saying this crazy, I'm going to overlay this fifth dimensional axitonial. And I was like, dude, whatever, just do it. And let's just see what happens. And it was like, we all have our own paths. And I guess I was just supposed to be like, this is what I do. So, you know what I mean? So it was like this crazy instant change in me. There's a difference between like believing it and like living it.
Mm-hmm.
And, when you believe it, everything's perfect. And then all of a sudden something in life will come up and throw you out and you're all fucked up and everything's, you're just like frustrated and like, dude, what's going on? And I guess that's what changed. I know everything is working out. Like, I know that you don't die. Like, I know these things now. You can't prove that stuff to anybody, but you just live it. And that's,
But at the end of the day, though, if a person doesn't want to hear it, you can't tell them.
totally,
If they don't want to hear it, they will fight you every step of the way.
totally.
But when people are open and receptive to it, I usually, what I tell people, this is one of the tools that I've been using since I lived in a homeless shelter.
Mm-hmm.
I picture myself in the future, like whatever I'm going through right now. Like, let's say, for example, I wake up tomorrow and YouTube crashed.
Mm-hmm.
No more YouTube, Wouldn't surprise me with where we are in the world today. Immediately be in the future.
Mm-hmm.
In the future, connecting to that version of me that exists out there in the quantum field. And I'll be looking back on this thing that just happened, talking about it as if it was a blessing in disguise.
Totally.
And creating that feeling inside of me of, no, this may seem like a bad thing, but I can't wait till the universe shows me why this had to happen. Yeah. And then being able to develop that trust is the biggest thing, you know? Because most people don't. I mean, it's real cute, kind of like what you were saying a minute ago. It's real cute to say you trust the universe when everything's going good.
Yeah.
Everything's going good. Everything's going smooth. Your love life's beautiful. You got the money coming in. And then when something unprecedented happens, or for whatever reason, you feel like you have no sense of foresight, or something bad happens, then all of a sudden you want to take the wheel and try to control the whole situation. Because you don't really trust the universe. Step back and let it happen.
Yeah, totally, man.
And I remember, though, this is so weird because I remember when I very first stumbled across you on YouTube. I was living up in Maine and was working at a car wash. At this point in time in my life, I was just like a feather in the wind, dude. I have no direction. I've just been drug all across the United States from coast to coast. I have no clue where I'm going in life. And I'm sitting here working. It was a dead day. There was no customers coming in, and I'm just sitting there all by myself playing with YouTube. And it was that video of yours where you started off with that quote, "Come to the edge."
Come to the edge, he said. We can't, we're afraid, they said. Come on, come to the edge, he said. Oh, we can't, we'll fall, they said. Come to the edge, he said. And so they came. And he pushed them. And they flew.
Oh, yeah.
You said the quote there, and I thought that was so cool. And then in the video, you said, "I just know that's my job." And I remember thinking, dude, I know that's my job too.
Yeah.
That's my job too. But at that point in time, I'm like, well, how the hell am I going to do this job? Here I am at this car wash.
Yeah.
And I've been a really, really big time supporter.
Nice, dude. Yeah, I appreciate it, dude. I get clients all the time. They're like, "Yeah, man, I come from Rich Lopp," and I'm like, "Wow, homie's just pumping clients my way, man. It's awesome." I totally appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no problem. It's because to me, I mean, that's just what this whole journey is,
Yeah.
We're just a ripple.
Totally, man.
The effect will ripple out and hit somebody like me, and then I'll keep it going. And,
totally.
And you know what I mean? So
that's it, man. I don't know. I just am really appreciative of all those years that I was asleep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't regret any of that time. I don't regret not wasting, but spending 15, 20 years on conspiracy theories. And I was a master, dude, at telling you how we were manipulated and being controlled.
That's part of it, It's good to know, but once you get it, okay, cool, right on.
Yeah.
Put that to the side,
Yep, totally. Just move on. Yeah.
And I was thinking the same thing too the other day that, sometimes when you go back and you think, man, if this would have been different. But to me, like what you just said, it couldn't have happened at a better time. Like I wasn't supposed to start awakening, because I don't know about anybody else, but I'm one of those people. I don't know where I'm from, but it's not Earth.
Yep.
It's not Earth.
Yeah.
I was plopped into this human 3D game having never played it before.
Yeah.
So I have, and it, you know, some people say this sounds cool or trendy, but it wasn't for me. That I've never fit into any human game. I've always been that guy that gets pointed at, laughed at. Oh, don't hang out with him. He's weird. You know, I've been ostracized. I'm an outcast my whole life. And it drove me, and my story was pretty crazy. It drove me to some pretty crazy lows, you know, years of drug addiction and alcoholism and suicide attempts. I've been stuck in mental hospitals, near-death experience. I mean, it's pretty nuts, man.
Yeah. That's the gamut, bro. You experienced it all, man. That's dope. Yeah.
Looking back though, when the cool thing about it is, though, is looking back at the end of the day, like I was saying, I wouldn't want anything to be different though, because it was beautiful. It worked perfectly.
Perfect.
It looks like it was just the most beautifully orchestrated plan to bring me here.
Yep.
You know, so because I think about that sometimes too, like, man, why couldn't I have just woken up years ago?
Yeah.
Just it wasn't time. It really
People
wasn't.
wouldn't have related to you as well as they do now.
Yeah.
Like they relate to you because you've experienced that shit. You know, not even consciously, subconsciously, they resonate with you. You know what I mean? Like they don't even know why. It's like, dude, I like listen to Rich. Like, I don't know. There's something about him. And it's because you've did it. You know, you've been there. You've went from complete darkness to back to the light, you know? Yeah. I kind of feel like I had like a pussy life. Like I really do, man. Like, it's like, it's almost like this is my vacation life or something. Yeah. And I think the same things. I'm like, you know, I probably had like 4 careers before. Well, I had more than that. I guess what I'm saying is every career that I had, I was kind of a failure at it. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to be a golf professional. I wanted to play on the PGA Tour. That's all I thought about, dude. Like, you know, besides girls and partying, that's all I wanted to do was play on the PGA Tour. Didn't do it. Wanted to be a famous artist, you know, live in New York City. Didn't work out, you know. I invented probably one of the coolest golf products that you can use. In fact, most tour players actually use this. And I should have been rich, but I made the worst decisions possible. And I always wonder, like, wow, why did I fail at all my other? And I guess maybe if I would have succeeded, dude, I wouldn't be doing this. You know what I mean? And I guess this is just what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah. I look at it the exact same way. Cause I mean, what I do for a living, man, it's like the most draining thing in the world, you know?
Yeah. I've seen a couple of your videos when you talk about that.
Yeah. Cause to me, okay, so I'm not going to tell like the whole story, but you may have heard me talk about it if you've watched my videos, but all I ever set out to do was figure out how to manifest a better life for myself. That's it.
Yeah.
I was living in a homeless shelter, and I had, do you remember Obama phones? Remember those?
No.
Well, there was this government program where if you could prove to them that you were on government assistance, they would give you this free phone. And it would come with it would reload itself with 250 free minutes every month. Well, anyway, I had one of those and I had some earbuds, and I was sitting in McDonald's using their Wi-Fi to play around on YouTube. And I accidentally found the law of attraction. I never heard of that. I was like, what is that? And then I clicked on the video and became addicted to it. Like, are you telling me that all this shit that I've been going through, I created it?
Yeah.
Not only did I create it, but I have the power to uncreate all this and create something fucking amazing. Are you telling me? Well, I have nothing else to lose. Why not try it? I'm going to do it. Watch. That was so all I ever set out to do was learn how to manifest a better life for myself.
Yeah.
And I even ended up attending a high-level mind mastery school. And it was founded and taught by a former NASA scientist who gives a couple of key teachings that are left out of mainstream law of attraction teachings. Okay. And that's all I cared about.
Is this the dude that came to Vegas like last year and you? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Keep going. Yeah.
That turned out to be something I don't want to talk about publicly.
Okay.
If we ever get the chance to like talk, you know, we'll talk more about that.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I started, taking these courses and whatnot, because all I care about doing is manifesting a big fat paying career where I can sit on my ass and live life on my own terms. So I spent like a year and a half building these network marketing businesses, and everything I tried, it crashed and burned.
Yeah.
Crashed and burned, crashed and burned. And then finally I just threw my hands in the air and said, all right, well, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm just going to go back to work at the car wash. I don't have any more energy for this. It's been almost 2 years. Whatever. I guess I'm not meant to be successful at anything. Whatever. Fine. I don't even care. And then, but the whole time it was a big secret. I was really ashamed of it. Nobody knew that I was obsessed with these tarot card reading videos on YouTube. I just thought it was the coolest looking thing that I'd ever seen,
Yeah.
So I had nothing to do. And I just thought, I wonder what would happen if I put a couple of those on YouTube, But I was, no, I can't do that. I would look so stupid. I would look so stupid. Nobody would watch it. Nobody would listen to me. But that intuitive calling kept getting louder and louder and louder. Till finally, long story short, obviously, I said, okay, I'm going to put a couple of the videos on YouTube. And my channel exploded overnight.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I felt the universe in my ears saying, okay, here's that business you wanted. And I was like, what? Yeah. No, not this.
Yeah.
This is stupid. I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
No, I wanted something cool. You know what I mean? I want to be like one of those super affiliates.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to be a what the fuck? How am I going to fit into this card reading community? But anyway, and so I figured out, being on that path. Okay, obviously, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know how or why, but then I started figuring out. You know what I can do? We got all these broken people out here who mainly their love life is in shambles, and they're lost. They have no idea what's going wrong in their life. They have no idea how they got here or what to do next. So I'm like, you know what I can do? I can start planting little seeds in my readings. I can lure people in with the tarot, and they think they're just going to come to see if their ex is going to come back. That's what they're thinking. But I'm planting little seeds of the true nature of this reality and how it really functions and operates. So whenever they leave one of my videos, or if they buy a reading from me, I'll sometimes go all the way out and explain just how the whole damn thing works. But so that's what I figured, at least for now, that my job is, like all the people that come and watch the videos. My goal is, if you watch one of my videos, you leave with a seed planted in your mind.
Nice.
And my goal is to make you think, man, that Rich, he's an idiot. But you know what? That kind of makes sense. And the more you shine some light on that seed, eventually it'll bloom. Yeah. And I've gotten some pretty mind-blowing testimonials on it. So
yeah, nice, dude.
But with this right here, though, I just this has been yelling at me to get this done for so long. Because I just feel like there's a cap, like I'm making my way up the mountain, but there's either a cap on it or a big weight tied to me. I can't figure out how to perceive it. Yeah. Because I'm making progress, but it kind of feels like it's just slow. There's something missing.
Can you feel these frequencies in your hands? Have you ever tried?
I've tried it, and I kind of, what I kind of feel sometimes is if I really get it going good enough, it feels kind of like there's a ball, a spongy ball between my hands, but then that goes away and I can't tell if I'm just overthinking it. Yeah,
I think you are, because I watched a couple of your videos and you seem very sensitive to like crystals, and it seems like you can feel energy. Yeah. Have you ever had like anybody do like energy healing on you or anything?
No.
Like a Reiki or something like that?
No.
I use Reiki, but
no, there was that one time I remember I wrote you on Facebook because I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on with me.
Oh yeah, you were vibrating.
And this went on all day, even after I wrote you. It felt like my phone was vibrating in my pocket. And I would grab, and there's nothing here. And then it was like every 30 seconds. And it's not like just imagining, it was a physical feeling felt like a phone was vibrating in my pocket. And I didn't have my phone in my pockets. And that went on all day. And the only thing I could think was, man, I wonder man, Case surely wouldn't throw a frequency at me for that. Like, well, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
But yeah, I can feel some energies and whatnot, but
Yeah,
I think my mind might be a little overthinking sometimes, you know?
Yeah, because this frequency is going through everybody on the planet right now. Like it's just coursing through them. And the only way to like describe it is like right now, you know, you're in Vegas and there's probably, you know, 50 to 100 different radio stations that are sending out their shit. And because you're not tuned into that, you know, those call numbers, you don't hear the music. And so I think my job is just to tune people in, and then they should be able to tune in from then on. I mean, when I started my videos, it wasn't like, hey man, look what I can do. It was like, hey dude, there's a frequency on the planet, and if you tune into it, your life's going to change. And
Because
then nobody believed me.
Or I knew what you did.
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, I mean, I would say that like 85% of the people that I give sessions to, I'm like, hey man, you take part in my group sessions? And they're like, no, you do group sessions? And I'm like, I do group sessions every day. It's like literally for people that are like drawn to this. I think people don't really understand that, you know, we can talk about the field and then we're all connected, but do they really understand that?
Right.
Because it's a big concept. You know what I mean? Like I'm just really blessed to, I know we do. I see it every day. You know what I mean? Like I never even question that. And I mean, I forget what kind of bubble world I live in. Like, you know what I mean? Like I forget that 99.5% of the people think I'm absolutely crazy. I completely forget that, but which is cool, you know.
Yeah.
It's like
Same.
whatever. Yeah. How's Leah's new jewelry business doing and stuff?
It's doing, but she's getting kind of bored with it.
Mm-hmm. Does she on Etsy too, or?
No, she just she has a website, cheetahcrystals.com, and it's linked to Instagram. So it was booming up and popping pretty good because she was just saying, I'm getting bored. You know?
Yeah. Totally.
Similar to me, like I was saying, and she's in the same boat. All I was ever out to do was to manifest this amazing life for myself.
Yep, totally.
And I'm not trying to make this about me, but this is where she comes along with it, was that I completely, fully bought into the lie that your number one goal in life is to create a life where you can kick your feet back and do absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
You know? So that's the kind of empire that we had built.
Yep.
So she was saying, I'm bored.
Yeah.
Bored. I have nothing to do.
Yeah,
you know,
totally.
we're home all day. We have more money than you're, you know,
you need. Yeah.
I'm bored. I'm fucking bored. So I was like, well, why don't you start a little business, you know? And so she started it up, and it, you know, when she pushes it, it does pretty good, but I think she's getting kind of bored with it and wanting to go in a different direction. But
yeah. Well, that's cool, man. That's why, you know, that's the way I live my life. This is the only thing I've ever done for longer than 5 years. I usually get really excited about something and I just go all in. And then after a while, I'm like, fuck this. I'm done with this.
I looked your chart up. You have a Sagittarius moon. That's what.
Oh, what do you mean? Like, how do you look at my chart? Do you know?
I took your birth date because it was on your Facebook at one point. I looked up your moon sign, and your moon sign Sagittarius. You're Virgo, right?
Yep. Yeah.
You're a Virgo with a Saggy moon. Leah is a Saggy with a Virgo moon.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
And because I was like, man, I swear he's a fire sign. And
I am a fire sign.
Well,
in Chinese horoscope, I am.
Oh, okay. Well, with your sun sign being Virgo, that's an earth sign. And your moon sign, those are the two strongest parts of anybody's personality. It goes very, very deep. But it's to the point where I can pretty much guess somebody's sign, but it's either their sun or their moon. And I could have swore you was a Saggy, but it turned out to be your moon. And that's a very, very common thing that happens to people that have a strong Sagittarius influence. Yeah. I'm so and then
and they're like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, totally. And I know that I've seen you talk about a couple times. I saw you where you had a really busy schedule, and you're like, "Oh my God, dude, I got to go to work." And I mean, I feel the same way. It's like what I've realized is like I really don't want to do more than like 2 sessions a day plus the group session. When I start doing like 5 sessions a day, I don't want to do that. Like it gets like I don't know. And what's interesting about the work that I do is I was actually telling this lady yesterday. I don't even know if I should say this. I don't know about you, but the people that are drawn to me for these sessions, it's really like family. Like the conversations are so easy and we're on the same page. And like 95% of the time, it's like, it's such an awesome conversation.
I get people from all walks of life. There's some people out there who are just this close. All you have to do is give yourself permission to take one step to the right or left, and you got everything you need in life. And there's some people that they are just so lost, so broken, and so that I can. It's like I'll explain this to them, but there's some people out there who are so broken that when you start telling them, okay, this is how you got here, this is what needs to be done to take you somewhere different, they'll get angry and they'll attack you. Like they will fight you. Because I mean, if you just spent so many years in the broken darkness.
Totally. And then you go, you created this. And like, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
Totally.
I don't like to hear that. But to me though, when I first heard that was the most amazing thing I ever heard in my life.
Me too, dude.
Because if I created this, okay, that's cool. But that means I have the ability to uncreate it and recreate something new.
Totally, dude.
That was the most amazing news I'd ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
But there's some people out there, and it doesn't happen very often, but it has happened before where people will attack me.
Yeah.
Just for
telling the truth. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's part of the job, man.
I remember that one time I posted that. I wasn't even going to post it. It was that video on antidepressant medicine. And I posted it, and it was like this tremendous support, like love. Oh my God. Yes. And then you shared it and those fuckers attacked me, dude. They're like, he's the most irresponsible dude. Like he's going to be responsible for people committing suicide. I'm like, what? Like, oh my God.
That's the type of people that I reach, Yeah. And also you have to think too, and this, I'm not going to tiptoe around it, but I'm going to figure out a way to structure what I'm about to say. Most of my audience is women. Okay. My audience is like 96% female. Mm-hmm. Women have been so programmed and so brainwashed for so many years to be lonely and empty, and to believe their number one priority in this life is to get a relationship and get married, and that's going to make all their problems go away.
Yep.
And that programming, and it's not just women, men too, but men were programmed. Men were programmed.
We got other shit. Yeah, we got other baggage.
Oh yeah, totally different. It's more sexual for men.
Yeah.
Men are programmed to believe that your number one priority in life is to get laid by as many women as possible. Yep. Women are programmed to believe that there's one special man out there who's going to take away all their problems, and you turn them loose on each other and watch what happens. Yep. So the people that I reach are pretty fucking broken.
Yeah.
Unwiring this decades and decades of brainwashing and programming can be a task, a very daunting.
Yeah, totally, dude. Totally. Mm-hmm. I remember when I first had my daughters, and right away I was like, dude, I'm not down with this Disney shit. I'm not down with this princess waiting on the prince to come save them. And we're programmed from day one, dude, to fit into that mode.
And it was done on purpose, because I have personally met people who have worked with global elites who I've heard people brag about. About how stupid and easily manipulated people are,
Dude, our the manipulation of the human being over the last thousands of years is fucking amazing. Like it's so like it's clearly off world because humans don't live long enough to have this master plan that's unfolding, dude. They're like, it's incredible how perfect our brainwashing has been. And it's so deep and it's every level. And it's just, so dude, waking up's tough, man. Like waking up, like when you wake up, man, high five. Cause it's, I had this, I know you're into Dolores Cannon and all that.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to think of how many people, the percentage of people that are going to shift to this new earth. And for some reason, I was like, I don't know, 50, like, I don't know. But it was like a lot, you know what I mean? Like 50, 60, I just thought that, basically to go back to like really old terminology, but like, if you are more than 51% service to others, dude, you're doing good. You know what I mean? Like you're going to make the shift. Mm-hmm. And are you familiar with the Law of One and the raw material?
I have the book and I've read like 2 pages of it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, totally. Somebody gave me the first book. There's 5 of them. Gave me the first book like 15 years ago. And I read like 70 pages of it. And I'm like, dude, this is so like fucking complicated. Yeah. And this is so redundant. And like, it was like, so I just kind of blew it off. And about 3 months ago, the YouTube algorithm pops up, the Law of One, raw material. So I like start watching it again, but it's different now because now I know this shit's real. You know what I mean? Where before it was more like a science fiction kind of like, oh yeah, that kind of resonates. But I didn't know it was actually real. You there? I think I lost you. You back? There?
There you go. I see you now.
Okay, cool. There we go. So I found this dude that's made like 900 videos and he made like 300 videos on Law of One. And he's got a decent voice. He's really humble. And the dude's like fucking crazy smart. Like 2 days ago, man, I'm driving home from dropping my kids off at karate. And I'm listening to him and he was talking about, Raw was talking about one of the last cycles, 25,000 years ago when there was a harvest. And he goes, it was a very harmonious society. And he gave the numbers of people that made the shift versus the people that didn't. Dude, it was like 18% of the people in a harmonious society made the shift. And I was like, dude, like, oh my God, what would the percentage be on our planet? Because we're not harmonious. And I'm like, fuck, what are we talking about? Like 3%, like 4%? Anyway, I was just like, dude.
Well, I guess that's relative. That society, what vibration was it shifting to and from?
Yeah. Yeah.
And ours, I would imagine, is pretty damn low. We're in the very, very, like what I would consider, if you consider the third dimension, the third density, and then there's a line. If you was to say there was a line, we're like right on the line into the fourth.
Yeah.
Just taking the first couple baby phases. So it's still pretty low,
Yeah.
So maybe if that one was a little bit higher than that.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't wait to see what happens, man. I really.
Yeah, same here.
Can't wait.
Man, because I don't know. But over the past couple of years, though, if I take a look back, this past couple of years has been amazing. First of all, we've been completely blessed to have not experienced any negative side effects.
Yep.
A little bit annoyed. That's about it. But the things that I've come to realize, I thought, because I live in my own little bubble too.
Yep.
I was thinking that everybody was on an awakening path,
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, totally.
And then the clock struck, as soon as that clock struck 2020, I got slapped in the face with a big, oh no.
Yeah, no.
This whole planet. No. But the cool thing about it is, though, is over the past couple of years, everybody really is waking up.
Yeah.
Know?
Yeah. They've been forced to ask different questions for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Yeah.
I swear to God, I'm, even though I don't really follow conspiracies anymore, dude, that runs deep in me. You know what I mean? Like, like 9/11 and this pandemic bullshit, to me, it's the same. It was created to put people in fear.
Yeah.
If you research and you can't find all the bullshit that shows that this was like done on purpose, then I don't know. I don't even.
Well, with me, honestly, I was warned ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
That's to kind of tiptoe a little bit further into it. Like I said, all I ever set out to do was manifest money.
Yep.
And the person who was doing the teachings would say, the fact that you can make money off of this is just a little bonus on the side.
Mm-hmm.
The teachings are really designed to save your life. There's going to be a time very, very soon.
Mm-hmm.
There is a plan to crash the world's economy,
Mm-hmm.
overthrow the United States, depopulate the planet, and turn this into a totalitarian one world government.
Mm-hmm.
When that time comes, there's going to be so much confusion and so much fear that if you're not a master of your own mind, you're fucked.
Yep.
And that was in 2017. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I couldn't really wrap my mind around that. Yeah, my attitude was, I don't really care. I just want to manifest money. That's all.
I just want a good life, man.
Yeah.
Totally.
So then the floodgates bust open and the money started rolling in. And I was like, hell yeah, that was legit, man. It really works. And then that voice in the back of my head was like, yeah, but what about those other things he was saying?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of looking over my shoulder. This is in 2018.
Yeah.
For the next couple of years, that kept, what about those other things he was saying? Plan and whatnot. And then I just did the best that I could to bury it and forget about it. See, when at the end of 2019, I wasn't even thinking about that. I had buried that so deep that was in the back of my mind. I thought it was common sense that 2020 was going to be fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But everybody knew that.
Yeah.
I thought that, I knew I was ready for it. All right, 2020 be crazy. You know that 2020 rolls around, it's going to be fucking nuts. They're going to pull crazy shit. Then all the shit started popping off and I'm like, oh yeah, right. Nobody's going to play that game. Nobody's going to play that game. And then I started playing that game. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Oh, dude, scared me so bad. I was scared of how stupid everybody was acting. I was like, you can't tell me you all are buying into this stupid charade they want us to play.
Yeah.
Scared me, dude. I went into a depression for about a good 6 to 8 months. Fell into a deep depression because I didn't know that the planet was that fucking asleep.
Yeah.
I literally thought that it was normal to want to learn the true nature of reality. I thought it was normal. I thought everybody is getting into this and wanting to figure out how to better their life, how to raise their frequency, how to improve their life. Nope. I was much more alone on my path than I realized,
I don't know. They're really good at creating fear, and we're really good at believing whatever the fuck they tell us. So yeah, it's I don't know. It's just a cool time to be alive. It really is.
We're phasing out of that now, though. If you look, most of the mainstream media's business has plummeted massively. Nobody.
Good.
Yeah, it's all crashing and dismantling. And this year, I believe, is here very much sooner than we think that we're going to start seeing. We're already seeing a lot out in the open.
Yeah.
A lot's already out there for the public to see. And especially starting February, I think it's going to be much more visual that everything is changing for the better.
Yeah.
So that little plan didn't quite work out.
Yeah. What do you think about the multiverse view that every single possible scenario is playing out right now?
Yes.
And that you don't actually save anybody. You're not changing the world. You're actually sliding to the world.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I'm moving to the timeline because the good timeline and the bad timeline both exist.
Yep.
And connecting to the good timeline. That's why I very intentionally brainwash myself.
Mm-hmm.
I brainwash myself to focus, even subconsciously, on a subconscious level, to only focus on the things that I want to happen.
Yep.
On a subconscious level, to the point to where, dude, when I scroll through social media, I don't see any bullshit that pisses me off.
Yep.
None. know if the algorithm just doesn't give it to me, or if my subconscious mind, I can read 2 sentences on a post that is like real low frequency, and I just scroll.
Yeah.
Just think about it. Just scroll. You know, so that's how I've been spending the past several years, programming my own mind to not focus on any bullshit that I don't want to focus on, you know? So, and that's the only thing that I've come up with to shift to that timeline, because like you said, both timelines are happening at the same time.
Yeah.
And I know that if by shifting my focus, I can go from living under a bridge and eating out of a trash can to where I am today. I can make that fucking shift.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just a very slow, very slow process.
Yeah, there is a delay on this Earth game, in this Earth game.
Yes.
I think the delay is what fucks with everybody.
Yeah.
You know, they don't give it quite enough time. And probably they expect too much either. Also, you know what I mean? Like, if you have 45 years going in this direction into the bullshit, and then all of a sudden you want to go that way, well, dude, you might have to slow down in that direction before you can actually go, you know, in the other direction.
Yeah. It is amazing to be alive, though.
I know you're into it too, or you're aware of it. You know, I said the only thing that I can even begin to understand how this is working is the Mandela effects. And when you know in your reality something happened, and then in this fucking reality it didn't.
Yeah.
Then you're like, okay, so we are shifting. Like something's happening. You know what I mean? Like something's going on for real.
It's normal everyday conversation in our house now.
Yeah.
You know, dimension slip. Oops, little timeline glitch.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens all the time, to the point to where it doesn't really blow my mind anymore. It happens so often. And I put one of the videos on Facebook. It went viral a couple of days ago, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, rather.
About a tree?
The tree, yeah.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
Poof, gone.
Yeah.
And that video picked up a lot of traction on Facebook, but got about 250,000 views or something like that.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Close to it. Close. Last time I looked, I think it was close to about 200,000 views, but yeah. To me, it's just, I wish I could think of the last one that happened, because one just happened like 2 or 3 days ago, but it happens so frequently that all we got to say, you know, me and Leah, dimension slip.
Yeah.
Common
Nice.
sense, you know. So
yeah, I had one yesterday. I was like looking through something and I saw it was Oscar Mayer, and I was just like, dude.
One of the most obvious ones was J.C. Penney. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's
we just noticed that one a few weeks ago. She goes, J.C. Penney wasn't spelled with an E.
Yeah, that's.
And the next day we went to the mall, and sure enough, at the mall it's spelled Penney.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, cool, right on.
And actually, that's the only reason I started making videos, was because I was so happy and excited about the Mandela effect. And then everybody else is like all freaking out and shit. And I'm like, dude, this is a good thing. Like, this is a really, we've been waiting for this. When I first discovered that, like literally every day I would like check it out, like look for more. And then you reach a point where you're like, okay, we're shifting. Now it's time to move on with our life. Now it's time, like, you know, and some people still make those videos and it's just like, dude, I don't know.
You mean just keep repeating and talking about the same thing?
Yeah. It's like, well, you know,
when you get the message, hang up the phone. I'm like that with the doom and gloom. With the doom and gloom, man. Like people who just keep pumping out doom and gloom and doom and gloom, gloom and doom and doom and gloom. Yes. We were born and brought up in a very fucked up, dark system.
Yeah.
Get it.
Yeah.
Let's talk. What are we going to do now? What are you going to do with all that knowledge? You know?
Yeah, totally. We get it, man. I heard this guy the other day, and he's like, it's out of context, but it was basically like, we were born into a pool that somebody had pissed in, and we're just now realizing that somebody pissed in our pool. Well, dude, you want to check out the session?
Yeah, man. Whenever you're ready. I guess I'll just do it right here. I just lay down.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah.
Wait, what? Tell them to say that again. What was that?
What?
Someone
Leah-
their pool? What was
Yeah,
that?
what Leah wanted to know what you just said.
I was walking by and I heard like the end of that story.
Oh, I heard this guy. He's like a channel yesterday, and he said something like, they were talking about things have been screwed up forever. And he was like, yeah, dude, we were born into a pool that somebody pissed in. And we're just now realizing that we're in a pool that somebody, like, there are pools that aren't pissed in. You know what I mean? Like it's like all we know is a pissed in pool, basically, is what he was saying. It was pretty funny.
Okay, that sounded funny. I have to hear that.
Cool. So I just lay down. And
You
that's
just lay down, dude, close your eyes. And do you ever meditate or anything?
do I what?
Do you ever meditate?
Every day.
Oh, really? Nice. Do you in the morning or evening or?
Just whenever I start feeling bogged down energetically, I'll lay down. And I used to take naps, but I can't. I'm lucky if I get a nap. I'll just go into a meditative state for half an hour or so.
Well,
every
you
day.
put 20 years on you and you'll be back to taking naps. I love it. And so you're just going to lay there and chill, man.
All
And
right.
I'll let you know when I'm done.
All right.
Okay, so as I mentioned earlier in the video, Zoom decided to record me instead of my client. It was kind of unfortunate because Rich was having some really strong registers. You could easily see the registers. And I don't know, I just thought the people that watch Rich might find it interesting to see how he responds to these frequencies. But anyway, when you're given lemons, it's best to make lemonade. So I decided that maybe people that have never felt this energy, light, and information in their hands, maybe this will help them feel it for the first time. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take your hands. I want you to have palms facing palms about, I don't know, a foot, 18 inches away from each other. I want you to spread your fingers out, almost like if you're going to smack a wall, okay? You want your fingers spread out and extended. This will just help you feel them for the first time. I want you to imagine that in the very center of each of your palms, they're connected. And they're connected with this thin, like almost cobweb filament, like light, like this really thin energy. Now, the reason I want you to think that is because I want you to go slow in the beginning. I want you to move one hand, your right hand, in really small, slow, circular movements, almost about the size of like a $50. And I want you to place your awareness on your palms and see if you can feel a sensation, whatever that sensation might be. It might be tingling, it might be cold, it might be heat. You might feel a magnetic pull. Usually it starts with like a tingling, and it'll probably be subtle in the beginning, but it is there. This frequency is coursing through you, and I'm just trying to tune you in to that feeling, that sensation. So go ahead and slowly move one of your hands and see if you can feel this frequency between your hands. It's palpable. You can feel it. It's not fake, it's real. The whole planet is submerged in this new frequency that contains light and information. And when you attune to it, this will start to awaken your dormant DNA. It will start to awaken this inner compass that you were born with that hasn't been working. Are you feeling anything? If you're not feeling anything, you're trying too hard. Relax. Just relax. Relax your shoulders. Just place your awareness on your palms and see if you can feel this. I promise you, if you can feel this, if it's subtle, if you keep doing this, it will get stronger and stronger and stronger. And if you do it every day for a couple minutes, magic will start to unfold in your life. you will start to see synchronicities in your life more and more and more, and you will be drawn to the perfect information for you. Are you feeling anything? Keep doing it. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to slowly start to pull your hands away from each other. Create some distance. And I want you to see if you can feel a different sensation when you start to pull your hands away. It should become more intense. So if you feel like almost like tiny little needles, when you pull them away, that should intensify. If you feel a magnetic sensation, when you pull them away, that should intensify. If you feel a tingling in your hands and you start to slowly pull them away, that should intensify. If you're supposed to feel this frequency, you are going to start feeling this frequency while I'm doing this. You can keep your eyes open, close your eyes, doesn't matter. I prefer to keep my eyes open. But sometimes when I'm doing group sessions or when I do sessions where, when I do sessions that are not video sessions, remote sessions, I will close my eyes for probably half the time. But I will say that when I close my eyes while I'm doing this, I go somewhere and I start looking like a drunk who's passed out on the couch. I mean, I will literally slump over into a ball. It's not a good look. Okay, first session done. Okay, first session's done.
Man, that was a lot more intense than I thought it was going to be.
You're going to love the reconnection, bro. That's a nice little tune-up for you.
Oh, man. I massively underestimated that.
Good. That's what you should do. You should have no expectations.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wow. That was intense. That was very intense.
So what did you feel? What did you?
Well, the first thing was my eyes.
Yeah.
Not quit fluttering.
Yeah.
And then it kind of cooled down after about maybe 5 minutes or so. And then I thought, oh, okay, I'm just going to lay here and drift off in the lava. And then my legs started up on me, you know?
Yeah.
And then I was overwhelmed with this feeling of wanting to laugh my ass off.
Yeah, you should have laughed for sure.
I was swallowing it. I'm like, don't laugh. I'm just biting my cheeks, trying not to laugh, you know?
I love when people laugh. Yeah.
Is that normal?
I mean, it's not super common, but 5% of the people just something makes them want to laugh. It's like, oh my God, like,
yeah,
shit, like this is really happening. Like, I can't believe that this is happening.
Yeah, I can't say that I had an expectation, but if I had any kind of expectation, it wasn't much.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that because of all the little practices and things that I've done in my life, it'll usually be something that kind of sinks in and comes to me over a couple of days. And if anything, I would have expected that. Like,
yeah.
Maybe I'll notice something throughout the day. I didn't know it was going to hit me that hard. That was very intense. Very intense.
Cool. Did you see any colors, dude?
Well, I always see colors when I close my eyes.
Yeah. Okay.
my whole life, when I close my eyes, I see shades of purple and pink swirling around.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
But yeah, kind of a little of that. But I don't know. I can't. I don't really have full memory of where all my mind went. But I was trying not to laugh.
Yeah.
That's the only thing on my mind the whole time was don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh. Like I was biting my cheeks. I probably got holes on the inside of my cheeks, wanting to bite my cheeks. I wanted to laugh so hard. Man, that was awesome. I will definitely be coming up in person. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, dude. No, you're supposed to do this for sure. It was funny because I saw your eyes, and then I could see your breathing was kind of like you had a little stiletto breathing, which means that somebody's tuning in. And then so I'm kind of going down, and then I get to your leg, and all of a sudden it pops. I'm like, oh, okay. And then it popped again. And then it popped again. And then I started going up to, because usually what happens is like, first of all, people lay down and they have like a wall up. And like, okay, fuck, this dude's looking at me and what I expect. I don't know what to expect. And then after like 2 or 3 minutes, they start chilling. They like start totally relaxing into it.
Yeah, I could feel it, man. That was much more. Maybe I did have an expectation. I'm kind of wanting to eat my words because at first I was thinking I didn't. But for it to have blown my mind like that, I had to have had an expectation that was much lower.
Yeah. Could you feel your face starting to twitch and stuff like at the end? Yeah.
At the end? Oh, I'm trying to remember. I was so overwhelmed with trying not to laugh. It's really just the most overwhelming sensation of laughter was just eating me. And like, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I could feel my legs.
Yeah,
I do a lot of leg work at the gym, so my leg muscles are huge. So I could feel.
Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah,
the muscles were going crazy.
Yeah, I saw them pulsing.
Yeah.
Now, what's interesting about this, dude, is the reason I wanted to go live and do this live was because I would have told people, you don't need to watch Rich and you don't need to watch me. Go lay down. Close your eyes. I'm going to give Rich a session, but you imagine me standing right beside you. And I swear to God, dude, every single person would have gotten a session.
Really?
And it's because if they're reaching out for it, like Leah could have went and laid down in the bedroom and just said, okay, Case is giving me a session. And the same thing would happen for her. Like it's, do you see what I mean? Like I can't get my mind around it. Like it's like, how's this happening? I don't know. It blows my mind, dude.
I can really, because I can still feel it.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what I want you to, so go back. Let's see if you can get your hands going. So palms facing palms about 18 inches away. And I want you to really slowly with one hand, like start making like little circles, like silver dollar size circles, and put your palms facing your palms and see if you can feel a connection between your hands.
Yeah, a little bit.
What does it feel like? Does it feel like a tingling or is it?
It's tingling. Yeah, they're tingling.
So when you move your right hand, can you feel anything changing in your left hand?
Yeah. It's like tingling, it's almost like a needle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yep, totally. So slowly start pulling your hands apart and see if it changes.
Oh yeah.
What does it feel like? Does it feel stronger or does it feel?
Yeah, a little sharper, like I'm getting tickled. Somebody's lightly poking it with a needle.
Yeah,
No?
Exactly. Those are these frequencies. And I'm telling you what, dude, if you do this for a couple minutes before you start meditating, dude, your meditations, you will go so deep, so fast in your meditations.
So after that right there, does that kind of acclimate me to being able to bring it in a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. Totally.
I will definitely be up there in person.
Oh, yeah. Cool. I look forward to it. Okay, bro.
All right, man.
Okay, man. Peace. Bye.
On a wave of good feelings. Well, it's just another Friday in paradise. So bring your A game, cause you know this party won't stop. We could never run out of time, so sipping strawberry lime. You know I wanna share it with you. Bass is going boom, boom. Baby, if you're looking for some crazy, I'll tell you